we were just complaining. It got so bad that eventually the interests were balanced. The interests were balanced, and what they did was, enough is enough. So what did they do? First they pass, we got to pass something. So what they do is they say, Congress says, you know what? If they do it twice, they should be punished. So if this telemarketer calls you and you complain and you write that telemarketer a letter and he calls a second time, he's in big trouble. It's so stupid. It was so stupid. I mean, how many people here have filed an action against the telemarketer? How many people here have wrote a letter saying, please, don't call me? What happens is that was so pathetic. It took about 10 years. And sure enough, what they said was, you don't get a free bite at the apple. You can't just bug everybody no more. But you have to take some affirmative action. Show of hands, how many people have signed up to be on the do not call list? Music! And it's just, that's great. That is just really great. So you've taken some action. So there's still this balance, you know. Well, you know, let's say I'm this politician. You've given me, you know, a couple of $1 million. My people, my constituents, they're complaining. You know what? I'll put you on that list for 5 years. And after 5 years, you will have to renew. Why? Do you think you're going to change your mind? It's funny. It's so funny. You can't work from home. Anyway, what happened is, they did. The politicians, they hear people. But this is what's so incredible. You think about it. Think about a controversial subject. Where does a politician act when a group like this does not give any money? Somebody's given all this money, and they still make, you know, they still change the law in our favor. Right now, the rule is that you don't have to change your mind. If when you sign up on the do not call list, you are on the list forever, or until you decide that, you know what, I've been a little lonely lately. I mean, you know what, I had this telemarketer call me from Pakistan. And I told him I was so depressed. I was so lonely. I actually told him I was suicidal. This guy got all excited and asked me if I knew how to drive a truck. But what happens, anyway, now, from now on, you sign up. Now, when you know, it's not a bad hobby. It's not a bad hobby. What do you do? Who has, you know, some pretty interesting hobbies? Yeah, any good hobbies? Golf? Golf is good. Any good hobbies? Stamp collectors? Coin collectors? I have my friend Casey back there. His hobby is suing telemarketers. It's true. There are clubs. There are clubs where people share information. This is for real. Now I want you to know, I don't expect to have 100% everybody going to sue a telemarketer by the end of the summer. By the end of the year? What happens now is the Attorney General, right? Hey, these guys are bugging me. Let's get the Attorney General on this. There are many companies. Many companies have stopped. Many companies have stopped. They don't want to get sued. However, some companies think about it. Let me say, and they start doing the numbers. You know what? It's more lucrative to pay out some awards now and then than it is to abide by the law. The Attorney General, they can file a lawsuit on behalf of a class, on behalf of the state, to stop people. There are class action lawsuits. There are lawyers. Everybody have a lawyer in the family? And this is my pitch. And besides, what I do is more than two telemarketers. Okay. No.